Uh, good good evening. I think it's about 8 p.m. here Central Time, here in the great state of Texas. And here again, my name is Funton Daniel. I want to take a moment to thank all of you that are watching. One of the important things that I want to talk about is the scam. I know many people would say it's an outrageous, but however, this is the truth that I am bringing to the understanding of fellow Ambazonia. You all know that the Swiss talk that is been going for negotiations about the people of Southern Cameroon and the neighboring country, La République du Cameroon. But within a few days ago, there is a problem that's unraveled. Then it become a question to understand exactly what is going on between the Swiss, La République, and France. First, you all know that there is a consistent statement made between La République and the Swiss representative that just recently visited Paul Biya, the Swiss ambassador to the neighboring country, La République du Cameroon. The purpose of the visit, as you all may know, that on the speculations that the intentions was to give detailed report of what is going on between the discussion between the leaders of Ambazonia and La République and Swiss government. But unfortunately, that may not be the true case, as many people may be thinking. The Swiss government may be playing a mafia that we may not know with the complicity of the French government. You all know this recently that high-level delegations from France, the foreign minister of France. Secondly, the minister of the Swiss ambassador, the French military navy that anchorage in Kribi. In response to this, I am here to remind Ambazonian that we shouldn't be fooled. First, Paul Biya is a citizen of Swiss. And secondly, Paul Biya recently visited Emmanuel Macron. That is Paul Biya visit Emmanuel Macron. And after Emmanuel Macron, a high-level delegation of the foreign minister of France visit Paul Biya. And within a series, the French Navy with 150 Marines anchor to carry on assistance to Paul Biya regime to train at least 1,000 La République military. And you recently watched a video, a picture showing a French citizens wearing uniform of La République military embedded to carry on implanted explosives device throughout the Southern Cameroon territory. So my question is, was the Swiss delegation purpose was to talk about the Swiss talk? No, it wasn't that. The purpose was to counteract the concession that Paul Biya has offered to the French government or the French company that is currently managing the terminal. First, initially, that terminal was being managed by Swiss and Italian company. But the recent concession granted to French company because of the recent visit of Paul Biya and that masterminded, remember that is French company. The CEO of the French company is a close tie friend to Paul Biya, and that gave him the lavish to arrange a meeting between French President French President Emmanuel Macron and La République President. Of course, that gave him a more lavish to give the concession, showing him, portray him in front of the world. And so therefore, to compensate that relationship, he has to compensate by giving a concession on the seaport, that is seaport terminal of Douala, which is managed by a Swiss company, an Italian company. And that prompted the Swiss president to send a protest letter. And that protest letter was presented to Paul Biya with regard to the concession that is granting to the French company. But unfortunately, you can see that is the French foreign minister that landed in La République immediately after Paul Biya visited France. And that is where the machinery was cooked out to prepare for this visit of the foreign minister. And in visiting Douala, that was his purpose, visiting Douala, is to also see the terminal in which Paul Biya is willing to give concession to the France because in compensate for the French sending a military navy that will be training La République, at least 1,000 soldiers, and that will use to compensate. And that is why the foreign minister was in Douala. Some people say it was inaugurated a bridge, but unfortunately it was the compensations to look at the Douala seaport, which has been a close tie to Swiss government, is to get a concession. You all know that the current person who simply to run La République is Ngongo, who is you describe as the Secretary General, is the person that signed the letter, suspend the transaction that was going on, that on behalf of Paul Biya. You all know that he is the one cooking all those mafia going on in La République. And so therefore, I am bringing this attention to the world community that the Swiss may be incompetent to handle the Ambazonian crisis. They're simply playing a tactic to delay and to see that the United Nations session that will be currently held should be delayed as well, so that they should not be called. And so therefore, by presenting the case. But if you look detailedly, the analysis between Paul Biya reporting and the Swiss representative reporting, there is inconsistency of statement. Let's take, for example, the rebel leader that was killed by Donald Trump recently. If you look at critically what Donald Trump said and what the Defense Department said, the analysis is accordant with a uniform information that was presented by Donald Trump and the U.S. Department of Defense, and of course the State Department. You will realize that the information were currently consistent of the messages. But if you look at Paul Biya's message and the Swiss government, there is inconsistency of statement, which obviously bring into question the credibility of the Swiss government to handle this magnitude, this case. And I urge that the United States government should take initiative over the Swiss government and take responsibility and organize a genuine, amicable dialogue that will reflect the value of everybody. I understand that the United States will not play any bias in organizing such a talk, because I understand and I value the United States government. They are not based on ideology. They are based on logic and facts and present a case. And that is why I urge the United States government to take over this case as I'm speaking. I do not trust the Swiss government, although many people will kick against me, but I am speaking the truth, and the truth shall be revealed. Thank you for watching. This is Fundon Daniel speaking here from the great state of Texas in Revealing.